Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to best be prepared for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated and do share out the videos. And now we're going to continue with the 2019 Grade 4 Paper S. And if you turn with me to page 23, we'll start with question 2. So I'm hoping you've had a go of these and now we can check through them together. So we've got to describe these melodic intervals. So melodic intervals mean one comes after another like in a melody rather than a harmonic interval where they come together like a chord or a harmony. And then regardless of which way the intervals are presented, we always count in from the lowest note up, and also again regardless of the key signature, we always count this lowest note as the tonic to describe the interval. So the key signature is only sort of applicable in terms of which note it relates to, not in terms of the key as such. We count the lowest note as the tonic. So it's a good idea to have your circle of fifths to hand, so you're really conversant with all of the major and minor key signatures. It's good to get that information down once and then you can just keep referring back to it instead of keep on having to spend time thinking about it. If you're not sure how to do this circle of fifths, have a look at my video that shows you all about that. It's called Circle of Fifths. You'll find the link in the cards and in the description, and it's in the Music Theory for Everyone playlist. So we'll crack on and answer these questions. So this first interval is going to be stepping up from B flat to C sharp. The first job is to get the number. So we literally count the bottom note as 1 and then the next note is 2, so that's a second. Now then, B flat to C is a full tone, a full step. That would be a major interval. And B flat major would have that full step C. However, the fact that it's a C sharp means that we've made it bigger. We've augmented that interval. And so we've gone from major to augmented second. So that's an augmented second. Now then here we have a B flat in the bass to a B flat. That's a full octave and it's a perfect octave. No major or minor, just a perfect octave. You could say perfect 8 VE or eighth, or you could even write the word octave. Any of those will do. And if you want to know why it's perfect, also in the Music Theory for Everyone playlist, you will find intervals properly explained. Each interval is fully explained, and when we're on fourths, fifths and octaves, I discuss why perfect there. So if you want a bit more revision and a bit of research, have a look at those. However, for now, we'll carry on. So first of all, let's get the number of the interval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a fifth of some sort or other. We're counting from F sharp to C. Now then, let's just look at that. F to C is a perfect fifth. Whereas if we raise the bottom note, because F to C, if you think it's both part of the major and the minor, it's unaltered. But then if we raise the bottom note to F sharp, we've actually made the interval smaller. Don't think just because there's a sharp it's got bigger. Because the sharp is at the bottom, it's actually made the interval smaller. So we've gone from perfect and then we've diminished that, we've made it smaller. So that's a diminished fifth. And then carrying on, we still have some intervals work to do, but this time we need to create the interval that they've asked us to. So a first job is to get the number. So that's half marks if you just get the number right. So 1, 2, 3 takes us to G, A, B, something. Oh, that went a bit wonky. Got a bit carried away there. Should be more of an oval. That's better, that's neater. And then, now we know that G to B is major. G major, our full major third, takes us to B, part of the major scale. And so because we've raised that G sharp, we're going to have to raise the B sharp as well to make it a B sharp. So we have to just parallel move that up as well. Do be aware though that that is a major third because it's written as the B line. Don't start thinking of anything sort of enharmonic. Don't start thinking of C's. It's a B sharp because it's on the B line. 1, 2, 3. The second you start talking about C, you've actually gone to a fourth. We've gone up the next step. So enharmonically, it's not the same on paper, even though it sounds the same. So then, here we need a seventh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the C line, D is the seventh. Now then, we have here an E sharp, but let's just think about this. E to D sharp is major because D major has a key signature of 4 sharps. If you just refer to your circle of fifths, S, C, G, D, E major would have a D sharp. And so the fact that the lower note is raised up makes that smaller, and that would then become a minor seventh. So E to D sharp is major. This is minor. So there we go. Let's press on. Let's move on to the next question. So now then we have to add the correct clef, and then we need to add necessary accidentals to make the scale of D flat major. No key signature, just accidentals. So our first job is to add the clef. So of course we need to begin and end on D flat. So if you get a little bit lost here on the ledger lines, have a look here on the last note and we can see it's bass clef, good boys deserve, so it needs to be bass clef. And again, if you've done your circle of fifths, you've already got the information to hand to know that D flat major has a key signature of B, E, A, D, G flats. So just sketch that out. B, E, A, D, G flats. And then I'm going to add that in order of key signature just so that I don't forget any. Now, if it is that you're not happy in bass clef, you could always just write out the degrees of the scale, knowing that you're starting on D and counting upwards, and so that makes it even easier. You can always rub it out afterwards if you want. It depends what instrument you play, which clefs you're comfortable with. So we want a B flat, an E flat, A flat, and of course the D flat comes twice, and then we need a G flat as well. There we go, so that's soon done. Let's move on to the next part. So now we're asked to write a key signature this time of B flat minor. We're in the treble clef, and then we're going to write the descending version coming down of the melodic minor scale. So let's take it a step at a time. So B flat minor is related to D flat major, which has a key signature of 5 flats. So we're actually now writing in the relative key. So we want in the treble clef B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats. Now we're descending. Now whichever B you start on, you're going to have a ledger line. So if we start on this top B, F, G, A is the line, B flat of course. If you're coming down, if you start on this B here, you're going to end up with a ledger line down here. So wherever you start, you're going to have to do a ledger line. So stepping down, space, line, space, line, because scale literally means step, next door notes, stepping down the stave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our octave. Now the ascending version of the melodic minor scale has the raised 6th and 7th, but if you remember, the descending version of the melodic minor scale literally comes down in the notes of the related key, so there's nothing more to add. That question is now complete. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope this is helpful to you. I hope it's helping you with your studies. I hope you're enjoying getting to grips with your studies. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do share out the videos. And also please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.